Rank it. You want to rank 3, 2, 1? We'll give it a good ranking. First, just off one watch. It may switch second time watching, but off one watch, we watched it last night. We may still be on a high, so it may be a little biased. But you ready for a ranking?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
It's the Lame Guys Podcast.
So after 40 episodes, we've discussed. It feels like we've discussed Deadpool pretty much every episode so far.
Yeah.
We watched it last night. How are you feeling post Deadpool watch?
I don't know what the hell I watched, bro. Like, I'm still on a high.
Like in a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah.
In a very good way. If you watch our out of theater reactions, I mean, that's genuinely how we felt. I mean, I was giddy. I was very giddy.
Yeah. So was I. And I wasn't even. I mean, it was its goodbye to the Fox universe.
Yeah.
And I feel like they executed it pretty well.
They definitely stuck the landing, in my opinion. I think for this one, we've already discussed it as far as we'll do a non-spoiler discussion for it for those that want to listen to a non-spoiler review. And then we'll talk about our normal stuff, regular schedule program with our news, our WWE. At the very end, we'll do a full open discussion, open spoilers, as if the people listening or the people watching, whatever, if they sat with us in that theater and watched it with us, that's how we're going to talk about this movie, because I don't think we can wait a whole episode.
Yeah, that would honestly suck to have to wait till next weekend. But at the same time, because I feel like you'll definitely have watched it a second time till then.
I'm watching tomorrow night, yeah.
Yeah, and then if I squeeze one out this week too, I feel like that would also be good to talk about. But at the same time, yeah, I don't really want to wait. So yeah, we could do like spoiler free, and then if you really want to hear spoilers at the end, we will talk about the movie. But it was a great experience, bro. Yesterday was my birthday. You got these Deadpool collectibles, and then I got this new title from my wife and my in-laws. Thank you guys, shout out, bro. So, which is crazy because it's pretty much like you were saying before, it's pretty much like the grandbaby of the title that we had here. It's the same title, just obviously more up to date.
Yeah, it's the grandbaby.
It's beautiful, bro. Cody Rhodes has it now. Roman, I still say the Roman Reigns championship, but
yeah, every time I think about it, it's Roman's belt.
I know Roman doesn't have it. Cody has it, but I still think it's the Roman Reigns one to me.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
He's the first one that got it, but yeah, bro, it's beautiful. We had to put it back a little bit because it's so shiny in the glare.
So if you see the glare on the video,
yeah, it is so nice, dude. I love it.
Bro, our belt collection is coming along great.
It really is. I was telling Teresa, and I was like, and I hate that I don't have room. Like here, this is your spot, and I could leave them all here, but like I want some of mine at my house, but I don't have fucking room. I don't have any room. I told Teresa, I was like, I'm gonna have to get a case at this rate. I have 3 belts now.
Yeah, but I'll say
You have 2.
I have the one Emily bought me right here, and then for those watching,
the Undertaker
she bought me my first one, which is the Undertaker's 30th anniversary one. Which fuck, bro, I love this thing. It's so beautiful.
That one's really nice.
But it's the wing-eagled one. The
dude,
one Cody wants back.
I think eventually we're gonna have to get a case like that one guy on TikTok who has like he has like every belt known to mankind. It seems like, bro, he's had to get his insured.
Wicked belts or something like that, right?
I think there's 2 people that kind of do, but yeah, I think that's the main one that. But he's had to get his insured, bro.
Oh yeah, that dude has a $1 million collection, probably, bro.
You think it's $1 million,
bro? Yeah.
But even though like a lot of people can get these titles, so he does have some rare ones.
So he has some rare ones, bro. Like that Bray Wyatt one he has.
Yes, the Fiend one.
Rare.
He does have some.
He has the eco-friendly one. Rare.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of them though are the ones you can just get on WWE Shop.
Yeah, I mean just like us.
Yeah,
just like us. But I mean, so far, bro, we've been blessed with.
I think over time though, they for sure have to get some value. For sure.
Oh, 100%.
Like especially like the Undisputed. Like once eventually they will stop selling that one. I would imagine. No. On WWE Shop, you think they'll always sell that one?
Always sell it
because they don't sell the Attitude Era ones.
The Wing Eagle's on there, isn't it?
I don't know, but like the other Attitude Era ones, they don't.
I thought they did
on WWE Shop. I don't think they have every single title that they put out on WWE Shop. You think they do?
I don't know. That place, Dallas Vintage, I go to.
Yeah,
shout out to Dallas Vintage Toys. They have the 25th anniversary for SmackDown belt. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
Oh, no.
But it's a spinner belt, but it has a 25
I know what
in the
you're
logo.
talking about, yes.
Yeah, they have it there, and I'm like, that thing is clean looking.
See, like that's probably one that will gain value for sure, because that's not a very popular belt.
Gosh, I'm telling you. So when we went to WrestleMania, I know I always bring up WrestleMania when we went, but WrestleMania in Dallas, I went to the Hall of Fame. And the day after the Hall of Fame was WrestleMania, but I was like, I want to go. So before WrestleMania, me and Emily went back to this fan access, and they had the Undertaker Hall of Fame edition belt, and they only made, I think, like 50.
See, like
or
those,
something like that.
Those for sure.
And I just told Emily, I was like, I think I want it. She's like, we're not buying it. How much is it? And I was like, they're like saying like $750. And she's like, you're not getting it.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's a lot.
but think about how exclusive and rare this is, and you can only buy it here. You can't buy it online. Like if you find it on anywhere else, it's aftermarket value, so that thing's skyrocketing. It's basically the wing eagled one, but it has some gold plating because it's Hall of Fame edition. But I thought that would have been so cool. But I'm so good with what I
got. And you also got the popcorn buckets, bro, the Deadpool, which a lot of people struggle to get.
Oh, bro, shout out to Adam from work and my boy Jonah and Alyssa. They hooked me up. Oh my gosh. I mean, we got the AMC one with Deadpool. Gosh, bro. the tongue Wolverine
bucket,
one, and then the chalice from AMC, and then the Cinemark edition for the Wolverine head. They are great looking.
Yeah,
they look great looking.
Nice.
I'm over here trying to minimize and try to sell some popcorn buckets, but even me and Emily said some of the ones that are like big designs like this we'll keep. And then I'm over here getting 3 more in. It's like, gosh dang it. But they're great. So yeah, shout out to Adam and Jonah for that.
Yeah. But yeah, we saw Deadpool last night. We'll talk about it here. But episode 40 of the Lame Guys podcast. I'm Mario.
I'm Vincent.
What do you want to get into first before we do a spoiler-free review of Deadpool and Wolverine?
Before we do spoiler-free,
or do you want to do the spoiler-free review
Let's
first?
do spoiler-free review
Okay.
first, and then, like I said, then we'll go to the stuff we want to talk about, and then WWE, and then the very end we'll do spoilers.
All right. Let's start off with what we usually do. You want to rank it? You want to rank 3, 2, 1? We'll give it a good ranking first, just off one watch.
Watch.
Yeah, it may switch second time watching, but off one watch, we watched last night. We may still be on a high, so it may be a little biased. But you ready for a ranking?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1,
10.
9. I'll give it a 9 just because a lot of the stuff resonates more with you. I would say it was still great. It was still amazing, and I had a blast watching the theater. But like I didn't care as much, about some things.
Yeah. So for a 10, I don't know if you watched me. I was giddy.
Yeah, especially the one I looked over at you, and you were still watching the movie. And then so I started watching the movie again, and then I felt you look over, so we didn't really make eye contact. But I know one part, I was just like, holy shit.
There is one part in particular. I'm not going to say it obviously right here. I'll say it later. But there's one part where it was one thing after another, and I was getting in my seat, and then by the last,
it was like the second to last.
Second to last one. I for real even moved my legs and everything, and the lady sitting next to me, she looked over at me, and I was looking at Emily going, "Oh my gosh," because I was losing my mind. Yes, the trailers show nothing. The trailers definitely give you a little sense of the scope, or like the some of the cameos that may show, but you really don't see much at all. The trailers hide a lot, and I understand when Sean Levy and Ryan Reynolds said it was really hard to put these trailers together because there's so much they can give away.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they did a phenomenal job. The jokes landed. Every single one landed for me. I was laughing so hard. There's some I really wish I could remember off the top of my head. I'm sure by the second one I'll be able to say it like that. But there was one, bro. I was laughing so hard, and me and Emily are just looking at each other, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. And just the small stuff that Deadpool does. This is a Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
So you expect the jokes. Yeah. You expect all of them to land. And then the addition of Wolverine in it, it's exactly what you expect that team up to be. Just a pain in the ass that Wolverine has to deal with. It's so good. It's so fun. I hear a lot of criticism with being, once again, this is not a spoiler, but the villain we know in the trailers, Cassandra Nova. I hear a lot of criticism when it comes to her. I understand that criticism, but at the same time, for what she was given, I thought was a good job. Did it do anything crazy? No. Was it some weird moments? Yes. But overall, I really enjoyed it. The movie overall, like I said, it was a 10. I'm probably still on a high. Who knows how I'll feel after the second one, but I was giddy. And it, just like everyone else said, it was a love letter to the Fox universe.
Yeah.
And to me, that was Marvel before Disney.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously it was, but that was my Marvel.
Right. No, I agree with everything you said. It was fantastic. I had a great time. It's been a while. I would say, I'm trying to think, because even for me, it was the first time in a while that I've been in the XD theater. I could tell a difference, and I was trying to remember what's the last movie that I saw that was an XD.
Apes? Did you watch Apes in theater or in XD?
I think I watched it in regular. I'm pretty sure it was regular. I can't remember really the last movie that I saw in XD. Regardless, it's been a while since I've had when you walk into the theater and you can just feel the electricity almost. Like you can feel like how everyone's looking forward to this particular movie that you're watching. It had been a while since I felt that. And the last one that comes to my mind is probably Spider-Man No Way Home or something. I may be missing one, but that's the last one where I can remember where like you knew everyone that was walking into the theater with you, everyone that was here at concession with you was probably more than likely going to be watching the same movie that you were watching. So I love those experiences. And then being in the theater, it lived up to the hype. We were kind of late on this one, watching it Friday night. Normally, I feel like we do pretty good about watching it early. And so I kept seeing on social media that everyone was saying it was worth the hype, worth the hype. It definitely lives up to the hype. In my opinion, I thought it was great. It's definitely a Deadpool movie. The jokes feel the same as the first and second one. Like you don't skip a beat. I think some people were worried when Disney bought Fox. Are we gonna get the same Deadpool? Same Deadpool, 100%. So I love that part. The jokes hit for me. The cameos were great, fantastic. Cassandra Nova, I saw a lot of people complain about her also. I didn't really have a problem with her. I feel like she's better than the Captain Marvel villain that we just got.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like Cassandra Nova was going to have a bigger role in this movie. And she still had a solid role, but I just felt like she was going to be more, spoiler free, obviously, but I just felt like her role was going to be a lot bigger. But I still think she's better than the past few Marvel villains that we've gotten. I mean, who are the most past few that we've gotten?
The past few we got was
the Marvels one.
The
obviously,
Marvels,
I forget her name. We're so bad about names. Just don't even try. Just keep going.
We had Gore from Love and Thunder. We also had would you consider Multiverse of Madness recent?
I guess. I mean, it's one of the more recent movies.
Okay. And then we just had Loki as the show.
The past few MCU villains that we've got, I feel
Kang.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, even then, I feel like Cassandra Nova has been better than all of those. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah, that's a good assessment. Just, I mean, me when me, bro, and just like a couple. Marco knows it. He's listening. I know, but me, I love a great villain.
Oh,
and I love a villain that has purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're the same when it comes to that. A villain with purpose makes the movie. I mean, it really drives it to where in the villain's eyes, they are doing nothing wrong. They are the good guy in their eyes. I love it. This one wasn't that.
Yeah, I agree.
And as much as I love a good villain, I would have really loved for this villain to be the thing. I'm not here for the villain.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, that's true too. Like you're in this movie because you know what the possibilities are, what it's gonna lead to. So I wasn't going to the movie to see Cassandra Nova. But I feel like she did a solid job.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like the way they did her. And so, I don't know. I mean, I guess some people are just expecting too much as far as, like, villains go. I know we've had some great villains, but not every villain is going to lead up to that expectation.
Not every villain's going to be that Thanos thing, Killmonger.
And Heath Ledger Joker. Yeah. Like, that. It's not the way that it goes. Either way, though, I really enjoyed the movie. I'll say it's a 9 just because a lot of the stuff resonates more with you, I feel. Even though a lot of those cameos resonated with me as well, but I just didn't really care as much as you do. I know like those hold dear to your heart. So I'd say 9. Just I had some pacing issues with it. Just to stay a little unbiased. I had some pacing issues with it. Some scenes I just felt like were going on too long. But it doesn't negate anything that I felt because I felt so happy before the movie, during the movie, and leaving the movie afterwards. I felt ecstatic. And to me, feeling pays a lot into my ranking.
No, yeah. I mean, I definitely agree with that as far as the feeling plays a lot into the ranking. And that's why, for me, as of right now, is a 10. Am I on a high? 100% I'm on a high. I'm going to say that right now. Will it go down to a 9, 9.5, an 8? Who knows after Sunday nights watching? I'm going to take my dad and my siblings, so we'll see how that goes. I know they're going to love it. But leading up to this, my expectations were through the roof. I was so excited. I mean, I've talked to Marco about this. I've talked to you about this. When was the last time we've had a Marvel movie make us feel this way?
Yeah.
A Marvel
Spider-Man
movie.
No Way Home.
No Way Home was it. I mean, were we going, oh my God, bro, literally 3 more days until Ant-Man Quantumania. Oh my God, bro. Oh my gosh. No. We're almost there to Love and Thunder. No, the hell we were not, bro.
I do kind of feel, though, we were pretty hype about Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse of Madness.
But it didn't hit the landing.
We were hyped because of the possibilities of what we were expecting. And then especially in the trailers when they gave us Professor X, and he was in the classic chair, and we were like, oh my gosh. And we knew the Illuminati was there because they say it in the trailers and everything. But as far as what's all going to happen, who are we all going to see in this movie? Yes. So our expectations definitely took the best of it. And now looking back, Multiverse of Madness is a good movie. It's a fun, enjoyable movie. The best thing probably is Scarlet Witch still. The cameos that show up in Multiverse of Madness still are great. But now that it's, at a leveled feeling, yeah, I mean, it is good for what it is.
Yep. I would say this movie. Okay, let me ask you this: watching it a second time, do you think your ranking is going to go down just because you know all the jokes now and you know all the cameos?
There's a strong, strong possibility of that.
So I sent you a review yesterday, and I kind of agree with the guy. I forget his name, but I just feel like if you see it a second time, there's not really any more surprises, unless you catch something that you miss. But and then the Deadpool jokes, like, they're kind of like one and done jokes almost. Like, yeah, it's funny in the moment, but like now what's coming, the punchline. So I don't know if it'll be as funny the second time. So that's why I'm still gonna see it a second time, but I'm a little hesitant just because I could see it, like, me knowing everything now. Like, I don't know if I'll enjoy it as much. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I get that. There were a couple things where I did miss because the audience was still laughing, or hell, I was laughing, and I was like, "Damn it, what'd they say? I should have shut the hell up."
Yeah.
Because there was some times where the jokes would hit, and you could tell on screen they let it breathe. They let that joke marinate for a little bit. But then sometimes there'll be a line right afterward, and then it's like, "Damn it, man, I couldn't hear what they said."
Yeah.
So I mean, that was my fault too.
Yeah. No. I feel like it lived up to the hype, dude, and it's doing very well, success in the box office already.
Yeah, I'm honestly ready to see what this opening weekend is going to be.
Just off screenings on Thursday, it was at 100 million, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me see really quick. I think I have some numbers here. Well, I don't think it was just off Thursday. I think they also threw in Friday's numbers to make it.
Dude, I saw this Friday morning, so there's no way.
So it says from Variety, here's how the Deadpool franchise at the box office, or here's how the Deadpool franchise has fared at the box office during Thursday night previews. Deadpool 1, 12.7 million. Deadpool 2, 18.6 million. Deadpool Wolverine, 38.6 million.
That's crazy.
So that's a jump right there.
Yeah, that's
that is
crazy,
a good sized jump.
And I didn't even discuss Logan. I mean, so let me ask you this too.
Yeah.
Logan did a great job in the movie as well. It was nice seeing him back on the screen. You know, I didn't think we were ever gonna get to this point again. We saw Logan after the movie. He got his. It was like he was written off into the sunset. And I feel like it was done well. And seeing him back in this movie, I didn't think I'd ever see it again. And I feel like it stuck very well, and he did a great job. And I would say it's the best, especially for me, because I'm not a big X-Men person. I'd say it's the best version of Logan that I've seen on the big screen, other than the movie Logan.
I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with that. Even though we've had the original trilogy with the X-Men, then you had Days of Future Past and that stuff. Fantastic in those. Oh, and then of course his standalone movies with X-Men Origins Wolverine and the Wolverine. I really like the Wolverine. I thought he did a great job in that. But this one, I think it's also because we finally get him in the suit. We finally get the interaction with him and Deadpool, and it's just, bro, he's a savage.
Yeah, he's a tank in this movie.
He's a tank. He's a savage.
He's jacked as
Hugh
fuck.
Jackman, bro. There's one scene where you just see how much work this man puts in. For probably by the time they were recording or filming this movie, he was probably like 53. Right now, he is 55 as we speak.
Insane.
And I'm thinking, this dude looks phenomenal.
He's jacked, bro. Jacked. And the way he looks, you think he's in his 20s. Just based off his body.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane, bro. He looks great. And him and Deadpool, the chemistry that they have, bro, out of this world in this movie. I thought him and Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman did a phenomenal, like, they just feed so well off each other. It was done perfectly in my opinion. There's some fight scenes in the movie. Action sequences I thought were all really good. I saw some people complaining about them. I thought all the action in this movie was very good.
It was so
I thought it was really good. And I saw some people complaining like there was blood just to have blood. I didn't think it was any more so than the first and second movies.
There was a lot in this.
There was a lot of blood, but it's not like they were just throwing it
just to do it.
Some people said they were just throwing it like just to have blood in the movie. I mean, the action that Deadpool gives us in the movie is fit and phenomenal. And so yeah, the stuff that he's doing in there deserves to have blood in there. But I thought it was great, dude. You see some great kills from both guys.
Yeah, you get some really good kill cams, bro.
Yeah.
And hey, that opening scene, phenomenal.
I agree.
Phenomenal.
I agree.
And then they give you a good I'm not gonna say
gets you ready to be into this new Deadpool
yeah,
movie.
they just basically prepare you for what's about to come. And yeah, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, I thought it was great, dude. There's a lot of good things to talk about. I can't wait to talk about like
The
actual spoilers. Yeah.
Let me ask you this, because gosh, I really wish I remember how well Marco questioned it or gave the question because this is from him. Ryan Reynolds is one of those actors that was born for this role. Like,
Oh, I think I know where you're going. I think I was going to ask you this too.
he was born for this role, and you just can't see anyone else.
Yes.
So you categorize him as this. Tony Stark, you know, RDJ was born to play Tony Stark. That type of stuff.
What's his face was born to play Steve Rogers, in my opinion. Chris Evans.
Cap
I can't see anybody else playing
could be.
Captain America.
I mean, the way he carried everything like that, yeah. I mean, he could be categorized
I think he was born
as
to play
as well.
that.
Heath Ledger, I mean, for that role as Joker, he was born for that incarnation of Joker. I get that. Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. For 20-something years, we've had him as Wolverine. Only one. We've never had another Wolverine. Is he born to play Wolverine, or can someone swoop in and take over and make it theirs, and you'd be okay? Like,
so
is he categorized as one of those actors that you can only ever see him?
I would say no, just based off my excitement level from one of the scenes in the movie last night, and your excitement level for one of the scenes in the movie last night. I could see that version of Wolverine, and I'd be okay with it, if that makes sense. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
So
while I was questioning it, I
was
thought
he
about it.
born to play Wolverine? 100% yes. But could I see another person play Wolverine? I can't imagine another person playing Deadpool.
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds is the epitome of the perfect cast playing Deadpool. I'm gonna say even probably Iron Man and Cap. Like, I can't see anybody else playing that now. And we're getting another Captain America, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But like, I think I will always be. He's not as good as Chris Evans as Captain America. Like that Captain America is perfection in my opinion. And then Tony Stark, or what's his name, Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. I don't know if there's another cast that can be so perfect. So then my question was gonna be, who is the more perfect cast out of those three? Because those three are the top three that I think about. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, Chris Evans as Captain America, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Who out of those three is the most perfect? And I feel like all three of them are perfect. But if you had to pick one,
Robert Downey.
I was gonna say Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
So I say Robert Downey just because even when you watch him in interviews, even when you watch him in other movies, you just go,
It's a good point.
bro, you're just fucking Iron Man. We said that when it came to Oppenheimer. We were like, bro, you just have that like little Tony Stark still right there, even though he was playing I can't remember his name inside Oppenheimer, but we were talking about, you can kind of see a little Tony in there, but like, bro, tell him to get your ass out of there.
Yeah, but you could also say the same thing about Ryan Reynolds, dude.
So,
Ryan
yes.
Reynolds in all of his interviews, in every single movie that he's in, he's like the same little smart ass, witty character. Like it feels like he's playing Deadpool, kind of just a lesser down version of Deadpool in every scene in every role that he's in.
So yes, I completely agree. When it comes to interviews and other movies, you see Deadpool, but he's just turned down.
Yes,
Robert Downey, I just think you're just naturally that at this point.
yeah, like just like that natural like rich guy like type deal.
Rich guy, like I'm not saying Robert Downey's a prick, but that like that prick
Douchebag,
type,
yeah.
douchebag
Yes.
like vibe, and it works.
Yeah,
it works so
you're
well.
right.
So,
It does work.
so with when it comes to Ryan Reynolds, he is Deadpool. Like they are one and the same. Hell, he's the reason why this movie is out. He's the reason why the first Deadpool was made. Why? He may or may not have leaked that footage.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to deny it, but he may or may not have done it. So, but like he's turned down. So the turned down version of Ryan is who Ryan is, but he is also Deadpool still in there. But when he's Deadpool, he's like, I can come out. I can do whatever now.
I see like when I see Ryan Reynolds, when I see Deadpool too, like I just can't imagine another person playing Deadpool.
No.
I think eventually I could get with someone else being Iron Man, because I think eventually we're gonna have to deal with it.
Mhm.
I don't know if we'll ever get to that point for Deadpool. Like we've seen so many variants, but like I think Ryan Reynolds can always play Deadpool, because especially since the way his suit is, like he could always play Deadpool, I feel.
Yeah.
And I just when I see Ryan Reynolds, every single interview that he's in, every single other role that he's in, I just feel like we're watching Deadpool. And so that's why out of those three, I would say Ryan Reynolds is the more perfect cast, even though all three of them are perfect in my opinion.
No, yeah. I mean, they're great ones too.
Yeah.
I honestly, to be honest though, I never really thought about Chris Evans as like the definitive Cap.
And I say Chris Evans because first off, he Cap was phenomenal in the MCU, and we talked about it last episode how impactful he was. And ever since Chris Evans stopped being Captain America in the MCU, it almost feels like we have this void. And then yesterday, so I guess I'll have to wait because this point that I'm giving is a spoiler, so we'll have to wait till later. But yesterday just reminds me about how impactful Chris Evans is. Sorry,
but
that one may have gotten away from me.
Moving on. But no, I get what you're saying. I do. But at the same time, whenever especially what do we watch him in? Knives Out.
Yeah.
Was it Knives Out?
Yes, he was in Knives Out.
He was in Knives Out. I didn't see Captain in that. I was just
That's true.
I was like, bro, Chris is that like natural funny guy as well. God, was it not another teen movie? It was just like a raunchy type, like American Pie-esque type movie when those movies were being made back in the day. He was in that. He was kind of the same in that. So Knives Out, he was just like that little douchebag sibling or a family member or whatever. I was like, yeah, like this is just a side that Captain America doesn't show to where I'm just like, I don't 100% put him on the same level as Ryan Reynolds and Robert Downey Jr. But as a Captain America, how well he embodied Captain America, I get it.
And Hugh Jackman as Wolverine I think he also is in that. I would say Hugh Jackman was born for Wolverine more than Chris Evans was born for Captain America.
Okay.
I would say that. So I guess the question should have been Ryan Reynolds, Robert Downey Jr., or Hugh Jackman. I will say Hugh Jackman is third though on that list because he was in like Greatest Showman. Like he's been in other movies that that have been successful.
To where you watch and you go, that guy's Wolverine.
Yes, but like for me, every time I see Ryan Reynolds, like I said, dude, his voice is just it's now synonymous with Deadpool.
Oh
so
yeah,
like
especially because the mask.
Even when you just hear him talk, like I see Deadpool. Like it's so Ryan Reynolds to me, I don't think there's another perfect cast more than Ryan Reynolds.
It's perfect cast.
Yeah.
Oh, another one I can add to that list, bro. William Dafoe's Green Goblin.
That's true. Yeah, it's like he was born for that. So
Yeah.
we saw that too with the second time he came in No Way Home.
Yeah.
Like that's just he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But you want to leave it there?
We'll leave it there because after that I'm gonna want to start talking.
Yeah,
I'm really holding back.
I slipped up already. So, all right. So what else do we have?
So I just saw this on Twitter X, and I wanted to bring this one up because I thought it was pretty crazy to think about. So Culture Crave put out this post saying the highest grossing film franchises ever. They list 18. I can give you all 18. Or I can give you the top 10. Doesn't matter. But the
highest film franchises ever?
Highest film franchise.
So obviously like Fast and Furious is on there.
Fast and Furious is on here, yes. So, screw it. I'll just give you 18 through to number 1. So you have Twilight, Shrek, Mission Impossible, Pirates of the Caribbean, Avatar, Despicable Me, Transformers, Lord of the Rings, Jurassic Park, X-Men, Batman, DC, Fast and Furious, and now we're doing top 5. 007, so the James Bond franchise, the Harry Potter world, Star Wars, Spider-Man, the MCU. Spider-Man alone, outside of the MCU, is the second highest franchise.
I was gonna ask if Marvel movies were on there because if that's considered, that's kind of cheating because they have so many fucking movies.
So the MCU in general, as a franchise, $29.8 billion.
That's ridiculous.
Spider-Man alone at number 2, 10.6. Look at that jump from 29 to 10. 10.6 billion. Star Wars at 10.3. Harry Potter at 9.6. James Bond at 7.8.
Spider-Man, dude.
Every single one of these on the top 18, all $1 billion clubs as a franchise.
Bro. Spider-Man, he's a legend.
He's a
legend,
fucking
dude.
legend.
We love Spider-Man.
And he's higher than the Batman films, with Batman at number 8 at 6.8 and DC at number 7 at 7.1.
That's crazy. Would you say Spider-Man is the most lovable superhero character?
Probably alongside Superman, yes.
I feel like even a lot more people don't like Superman more than they don't like Spider-Man.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
I would say, like, I feel like a lot of people
they can resonate a lot more.
Think Superman is boring and like they think he's OP or whatever the reason is that they don't like Superman. Whereas Spider-Man, I feel like it's just that character that is just loved by every single.
lovable guy.
I don't think I've met a single person that doesn't like Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So that's crazy, dude. Yeah, he's second. Spider-Man's second. That's wild.
Standalone as Spider-Man. And
Isn't that crazy though? Superheroes overall top 2.
Yeah. So how many? So bro, all
And
we
then you got
have
Batman.
is just and you got Batman as outside of
The top
DC.
5, right?
At
Yeah.
Batman's top 10. Number
See, that's
8.
crazy, dude.
Batman's number 8. DC is number 7. Oh, X-Men alone is number 9.
DC is number 7. So all the DCU movies.
DCEU.
Wow, I'm surprised they're that high. I feel like they'd be lower.
I mean, the granddaddy of all those, bro, is Aquaman.
Yeah.
Making with their $1 billion.
That's why I thought it'd be lower for sure. That's crazy.
But what was I gonna say? I mean, bro, all you have is what the original Sam Raimi trilogy. So Tobey Maguire's 3. You have the 2 from Garfield.
Then Tom Holland. Tom Holland has 4.
Yeah, he has
3.
He has 3. We're possibly going to get
Yes.
4. Hopefully by tonight. So by the time of this recording right now, we'll throw this out here. Comic-Con is going on as we speak. Yesterday was a kind of slow day, but they showed the Deadpool movie at Comic-Con Hall H. Pretty badass with the cast of Deadpool. That's really cool. They gave some announcements for toys. They talked about I think they brought up the whole I Am Legend stuff, but today will be the DC panels. Sadly, James Gunn will not be there, so they're not going to do much DC panels. And Marvel will be there tonight, so we'll look out for our social media.
We'll get a Doctor Doom casting.
We'll probably get a Doctor Doom casting. Probably more talk on the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is going to start filming this weekend. So we're here. We got the first photo of the Fantastic Four as
really good.
Pedro Pascal posted that. They look great all together. It's going to be a nice family dynamic. I'm excited for that. But yeah, going back to the highest grossing film franchises, bro. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a lot of money, bro.
I didn't know if they would include. I thought that maybe they do like Captain America's movies by themselves, Iron Man movies, but no, they included the whole MCU. That's a lot of movies, though.
That's a lot of movies.
So of course they'd be number 1. But what about Avatar? What did you say?
Avatar at number 14 with $5.2 billion.
Wow, they're at 14.
Bro, Shrek.
I mean, they only have
Shrek
2
number
movies.
17.
I love Shrek, dude.
Yeah, $4
Shrek's
billion.
great.
$4 billion.
Also, they announced at Comic-Con the boy stuff, right?
Oh yeah, that's another thing we can talk about, bro. So
the new slate for him,
huh?
Like the slate.
Yeah.
For the boys.
So, bro, the boys isn't. I mean, the boys' mainline, show will be ending after the 5th season. We know that,
but we're still gonna get.
But we still got more coming, bro. So we have Gen V season 2. It is filming right now. It will be coming out in 2025. Jensen Ackles announced The Boys Vought Rising, which will be a prequel series set in 1950s, and it will star Jensen Ackles and
the Nazi girl.
Yeah, Stormfront, right?
Yes,
Stormfront. They'll be in the show. And then another one, bro. I don't remember hearing about this one unless this is a straight brand new announcement.
The Mexico.
The Boys Mexico.
No, what's his face has been tied to it for a while.
Diego Luna.
Yes,
Diego Luna and Gail Garcia.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but I know Diego Luna.
They're producing the show, and
Star
the
Wars
pilot
and
hasn't
Narcos.
even been written yet.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. What's crazy, dude, is we have no idea where this shit is going because now at this point we're just trusting these writers and producers to make this shit. Like comics, I don't think goes as far.
No, I don't think so either. When this last season for The Boys was happening, you obviously saw some of the comics like they got inspiration from this or they're doing this. But The Boys is also just going off the cuff sometimes, bro. And whatever they're doing is working. So keep it up.
I agree. And Gen V was great too. So.
Gen V season 1 was great.
Yeah.
I'm really
at this point I have full faith.
I have full faith. I'm really curious how they're going to do the whole Andre death, but I think they already said that they're going to just say it was an off-screen death, and they will acknowledge it, but it will say it's an off-screen death due to the actor passing away in real life. The Vought Rising, though, I'm very curious on how that's going to go. The whole 1950s piece, a prequel series. We get more Soulja Boy. We get more Stormfront. We're going to see how that whole original team was.
Yeah,
I'm excited for
see
that.
the Nazis. Bro, do you think? Sorry, I don't know if this is respectful or not, but to add more heat to Homelander, I'm looking at this from a WWE perspective. To add more heat to Homelander, do you think they have him kill Andre? Like you could say it's off screen, right? Or you could not even show it, but like the fact that Homelander does it, because now they're all locked up. Now, we saw the good people from Gen V get locked up. Now, could you say like maybe he did a fight and then Homelander just killed him? That add a little bit more heat to Homelander's character.
A lot of heat, yeah.
Could you do that?
You probably could. I'm just trying to figure out how the fans would react. Honestly.
Well, I mean, I think if you're gonna say he died and it's gonna be off screen, it's got to be a value. It's got to be a death of value of some sort. So, what more better way than fighting for what he believes in, and then Homelander just kills him.
That could work as well. Didn't he go through like some anxiety issues inside the show?
Yeah, he did. Just have a heart attack or something.
Yeah, like a heart attack or something like that. Like it just got to him. I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like you also need to do it in a way where, like in WWE terms, we
Bring
lost
heat.
him. So you got to do it in a way that adds value to his character, and he didn't just die for nothing. But also he has a noble death. Like you can't just have him die for no reason.
Yeah.
So
That could work as well. But yeah, that heat on Homelander will be epic.
Yeah, if
If you hear
Homelander's
about
the
that.
one that does it, that'd be insane.
And then if you get Homelander talking about it and being like, yeah.
Anything else before we get into WWE?
No, I mean, as of right now, just because by the time we're recording, nothing big has been happening with Comic-Con as far as the movie and superhero news that we want to talk about. So we'll just talk about it on socials later. But we can move on to WWE.
SummerSlam's coming up, bro.
Yes.
SummerSlam is next weekend. Hype level for SummerSlam so far.
So far, I'm probably like sitting around like an 8 or 9. Like I'm pretty
I
hyped.
agree. I don't really have that much hype, honestly, compared to the last SummerSlam.
Mm.
But I do have hype for one specific thing, and it's Roman Reigns returning.
Yeah, so that's why I have
That's
it
my
at the 9.
That's my most hype thing about the card itself.
So the card itself is pretty stacked.
It's solid.
It's a stacked
solid card
Yeah.
for sure.
Some of these matches we've been waiting for. But I think the Mac Daddy of them all, bro, is to hear Roman's theme hit. And we can just
It got teased again. This past Friday on SmackDown. If you haven't watched,
with
Solo
Bloodline 2.0.
Solo said, Roman, if you have a problem, you know where to find me. Roman's going to pull up to SummerSlam. He said, bro, I'll find you right here. I cannot wait, dude. I think it's going to be one of the biggest returns of all time.
Yeah, we've both been saying that his return will be the biggest and greatest return ever.
My worry is SummerSlam is at an outside venue. I hope that it doesn't take away from the crowd. You know that the crowd will sound louder if it was in an inside. I think it'll still be ridiculously loud. I'm just saying, on TV,
the acoustics.
On TV, we know well off that at WrestleMania when we went, it sounded way louder than it sounds like on TV.
Yeah.
So my worry is that since it's outside, I just hope that it sounds very loud.
I think it will. I mean, hell, bro, when they did WrestleMania, this past WrestleMania, when we got all those, the Endgame version, WWE, that crowd popped and you heard it.
That's true.
You heard it on TV.
Yeah.
So
the Hardys, when they returned at WrestleMania, that was an outside stadium.
That was an outside stadium.
Yeah, I'm trying
And
to
that
think
crowd
of
popped.
I'm trying to think
boy.
of big outside returns. Yeah, they did. So I just hope it doesn't take away anything from it being if it was inside, because if it was inside, that shit would be ridiculously loud.
I really, really wish that it would translate to how loud it is when you're watching on TV.
I agree. Yes,
Because I still get annoyed that if I ever watch the Cody Rhodes return at our WrestleMania, it's loud, but
it doesn't do
was
it justice, dude.
louder.
Inside the arena.
Inside the
it was
arena.
insane. It was
And it was
insane.
just that first boom, boom.
Yeah.
You heard it grow because there wasn't a lot of people that knew that theme. And once that logo showed up on screen, oh my gosh, bro.
It was insane. It was one of the best moments of the night. The card is stacked though. I won't deny. Which match are you looking forward to the most?
Just to list them off real quick.
Don't include the Roman Reigns thing into Solo's match.
Okay. So just to list them off real quick. We have the Cody versus Solo, Liv versus Rhea, Damian versus Gunther, Bayley versus Nia, Logan versus LA, Sammy versus Braun, Drew versus CM Punk with special guest referee Seth Rollins. I think I'm ready for that, Drew and CM.
So am I.
I think I'm ready for that. Just because that's so unpredictable.
Yeah, well, it's unpredictable, and it's been simmering for a while now, since January, February. When was the Royal Rumble? January,
right?
Yeah. So it's been simmering now for 6 months, 7 months. At this point, I'm just ready to see them run it, and I don't think it's gonna be the only match. But at this point, it's like, okay, bro, we need to see them in some type of way. I know we've seen them have altercations, but we need to see them have a match. My question is, who do you even put over in that scenario?
I don't know.
Because obviously we'll do predictions, but you can make cases for both guys as why they need the W. Normally, there's one guy where you think okay, this person needs to win more so. But I feel like both the guys, and Drew and CM Punk, need the win.
Yeah, they definitely do. And you're right. I don't know who you put over. That's my dilemma. Is yes, like you said, we're going to do our predictions, but Fuck, as of right now, I don't know.
Yeah,
And
I truly don't know.
Just like you said, you can make cases for both of them, but I have no idea who you put over.
Yeah.
And then if you put one over the other, what's the outcome for the rest of this feud? How will that play out? And I have no idea.
Yeah.
The others, I mean, you can kind of guess. We've already talked about the Liv and Rhea one, how we see that one going. So that will just be a echo for our predictions. But these other ones, I mean, I can guess.
Yeah. No, yeah. So can I.
Pretty much see a game plan for that one.
Yeah.
But the Drew versus CM Punk, I have no idea.
So could I. Santi's going. You saw?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's going. He said he's gonna be vlogging. So if anybody
That's
stops,
cool.
I think that'd be so cool, bro. I'm excited. I am excited, but I just feel like, for me, especially with these WWE, like now that the rivalries aren't so personal, it's like I don't get hyped till the day of, and I'm like, oh yeah, now I have we have something to watch today. But up until then, like I'm not really, it's not. It's because I guess the only one that's personal in this one is Drew and Seth, or Drew and Punk.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I don't know, bro. LA broke into Logan's house.
Yeah, but even
Well,
then, like
actually, no, he
Logan
didn't break
even,
in.
Logan
He let
didn't
him
even Logan didn't even fight him about it. Like
He just said, "This is messed up, bro. This is too much."
And then he walked out. Like, so I don't know. They're not really personal, but so yeah, I don't really get that much hype. Does John Cena make an appearance? Why would he? I don't know, but like it's a big PLE.
No. He'll say for next SummerSlam.
Okay. Do you think we get any other special appearances?
No, just because you don't want to.
Logan said Mr. Cleveland has a big surprise for him. I don't know who the fuck he's talking about. I thought LeBron James. He said that last night on SmackDown. I thought LeBron James, but LeBron James is in Paris right now, so no. LeBron James. Yeah,
Mr. Cleveland.
He said Mr. Like he called. He was on the phone talking, and then he said Mr. Cleveland has a surprise for him.
Okay, so Logan is a troll.
Yeah.
So who?
It could be a football player.
I'm about to say, who could he bring out to stir some shit up?
Yeah, I don't know. I would assume it's some type of athlete.
Jake Paul.
Myles Garrett. Oh, I mean, could you say Jake Paul is Mr. Cleveland? I mean, they're both from Cleveland.
They both put Cleveland up there, bro.
He said Mr. Cleveland, so I assume he's gonna have some type of somebody showing up. But yeah, I don't know. I would assume it's a football player.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
Maybe, and if they don't play for Cleveland, it's somebody from Cleveland.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know who's all from Cleveland.
I'm trying to figure out who's put Cleveland.
The only one I can really think of is LeBron. LeBron for me put Cleveland on the map.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what Cleveland was till LeBron did. so, but he's in Paris, so it's not gonna be LeBron James.
Yeah, he playing for Team USA.
Yeah,
bring that gold home.
I wanted to bring up this tweet. I saw it on Twitter. WWE apparently has given up on Omos. I don't know how you say his name. What are your thoughts on that?
I feel bad for him.
I feel bad too, dude. Especially now that MVP's leaving. MVP was his mouthpiece. I just feel bad. Like, I think that the matches that he was in weren't that bad. Like, I could see the potential there. But I just think we're in a different age, dude. We're monsters like it was back in the day with Big Show, Mark Henry, Viscera. Remember Viscera? How scared, bro. That dude was a
Big
fucking
Daddy V
tank, bro.
Viscera.
Great Khali. Like, that shit just doesn't really work anymore.
What it also is this era of WWE is also so fast paced.
And that's why I think now what works is athleticism.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're 7 feet tall. We don't care. We want to see you. I want to see you do front flips and shit.
Yeah.
And I think it's just WWE is trying to do that still, and it doesn't work.
No. Even Undertaker on the 6 Feet Under podcast, he's talked about it a couple episodes prior, saying he does like Omos. But big guys just don't move this way anymore. Yeah. And he alludes to the same thing, that WWE is so fast paced now, even when it comes to their matches and how it ends, like, and how they sell, but then they'll get back up real quick and go on to the next spot. They don't let shit simmer no more. They don't let shit just linger and let the crowd think, how is this about to play out? Like he's saying, basically, this world ain't meant for the big guys no more.
Yeah.
And yeah,
we're just in a new era, dude.
Every superstar you named, big guys, and I'm thinking about how all their matches played out. They were slow.
They were stiff. Great Khali was stiff.
Stiff as hell, bro.
Stiff as fuck.
But he killed some people,
yeah.
Bro. He killed Ray.
I thought he killed Ray that night, dude. I'm not even going to fucking cap, bro. I thought Ray Mysterio had a brain injury. Like, I thought he was dead.
Bro, I think what helped so much was the
Do you think
mask.
he had a pouch in his mouth or something? How do you think he bled?
Ooh, good question.
Because the blood was what did it for me.
Yeah.
When he was holding, and I thought, bro, he's squeezing his brain so hard, blood is coming out. I
don't know how he did it.
I thought he was dead. He must have had a pouch or something in there.
It was a good amount of blood.
Yeah, I thought he killed him. Regardless, yes, you would put the big guys with the smaller wrestler or someone who could carry the match. And now I just don't think that works anymore, dude. And what really fucked him, in my opinion, was when he fought Brock, and Brock just pretty much, I mean, I wouldn't say Brock squashed him, but he did kind of squash him when they fought at WrestleMania. What was that, third? That was 29?
What was that?
No, not 29. 39? It was in LA.
Oh, yes. Yes. What was it?
That was 39, right?
Okay,
Because
yeah.
Philly was 40. We went to 38.
Yeah.
That really hurt him, in my opinion. I feel like if you're going to do that to Omos and you're going to give him a WrestleMania match, you shouldn't have put him with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, bro. It doesn't help the
Shouldn't have-
case.
Yeah, because Brock Lesnar definitely is not putting him over.
No.
And he should have been with somebody else that Omos could have got the W.
Just like
He's never recovered since.
No.
He's never recovered
Bro,
since.
and whenever we see him, it's just like it's a return every single time we see him.
It's a random occurrence. I think the
Yeah.
last time we saw him was the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
What's funny is that WWE uses the hell out of him when it comes to live events.
Yeah.
He stays doing non-televised events.
I don't think he'll get released. I just think they'll find another role for him, probably. Yeah, I think they're done.
They'll try to make him funny or some shit.
Maybe.
They'll put
I
him
don't
with
know.
R-Truth and Miz or some shit.
He used to be with AJ Styles, wasn't he? Didn't they have a little tag match?
Did they?
Like, tag team? Yeah, a little
honestly
duo.
can't
I think it
remember.
was during COVID. I think that works.
I think so because
I think you need to put him with somebody like that. MVP wasn't doing it for him.
no. So it'll be like so you have like the smaller guy and then the bigger guy, that type of scenario.
Yeah,
like
obviously the smaller guy is the mouthpiece, like
Yeah.
Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton.
yeah. You know what I think about like Cass and Enzo
Yes,
or whatever.
Yep.
Like Cass, he was big, stiff.
the smaller guy is always
But
the guy on the
powerhouse.
mic.
Yeah.
That's kind of what he would need. He needs a tag team in that sense. I don't know, dude. Big guys just don't work. It's just crazy because when we grew up, that's what wrestling was. You needed, like, if you weren't, smaller guys didn't really get the things that they get now. It was
Yeah.
bigger guys. They wanted fucking bigger, and we had huge guys in WWE back
So
in
yeah,
the day,
Undertaker,
dude.
Kane,
6'10", 7-foot guys.
Big Show, Khali. I mean, Viscera is just like actual big guy.
Yeah. Mark Henry was
Mark
huge.
Henry, World's Strongest Man, Mark Henry. Damn, who else?
I mean, everybody was pretty
Kevin
tall.
Nash.
Yeah.
Kevin Nash and
Yeah.
everything like that.
Kevin Nash was really tall.
And then you
Scott
look at them
Hall
and you
was
go,
tall.
oh my gosh, how is this superstar going to take them out?
Yeah.
It was always that mentality.
Yeah, now that doesn't really work.
Nope.
We don't need it. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. And then we saw another tweet about John Cena. Do you want to talk about that one, or should we save it?
Yeah, so WrestleLamia posted saying, WrestleLamia posted on Twitter saying, should John Cena win the IC championship before he retires so he can be a Grand Slam champion in WWE? Huh.
I think it's an easy answer. Yes.
So yes, I want to say yes, but I'm thinking, so he beats Gunther? He's going to beat
Well, Gunther doesn't have the
or not
Intercontinental Championship.
not damn, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So
yeah,
the
easy yes.
Intercontinental title is an easy path for John Cena to get. If you're gonna give him one thing and you don't want to give him the World Championship record, he should for sure have the Intercontinental at the very least.
Yeah, so he'll go
but-
ahead and go beat Braun.
Yeah, in my opinion, he needs both. He needs the Intercontinental Championship, and he needs one more run with the World Heavyweight Championship. He needs to break the record. If not John Cena, who?
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Like, it's got to be John Cena, and he's committing to a 1-year run. It's got to be John Cena.
If not him, then
Yeah,
Randy Orton.
But see, so Randy's at 14, so he would need
Two
three.
more.
He would need 3 more runs to break the record.
Oh, okay.
I find John Cena is a lot more easier to attain. I doubt they're giving Randy Orton the title 3 more times.
All right, so this is how they're gonna do it. Randy's gonna win. Then someone's gonna cash in on him the way from next Money in the Bank. He's gonna lose, and he's gonna want that rematch. Boom, that's 2 right there, done. That's 2 done right there, bro.
Yeah. You could do it like how he did Christian back in the day. Christian won his shit, and then Randy Orton won it, and then Christian won it back, I think, and then Randy Orton won it back.
Bro,
You could do some shit like that.
yeah.
I would love to see Randy, but I want either John Cena or Randy to break it. I'm tired of Ric Flair having the record. I want John Cena to break. If not John Cena, who, bro? It just makes no sense. You know, like, not even Stone Cold Steve Austin, not even The Rock, not even Triple H, not even these legends that are, to me, more impactful than Ric Flair ever was. So like, to not even give it to them, like, bro, who? If not who, then who? It's got to be John Cena.
So let's talk the behind the scenes politics of WWE then. With Triple H, Paul Levesque running it, do you think
By the
he'll
way, he
make
turned
that?
55 recently.
Did he really?
I think yesterday or 2 days ago. Yeah,
Beautiful.
55, dude.
Beautiful.
It's insane.
That's crazy, bro. But do you think Paul Levesque says, "All right, Rick,
Yeah.
you had a good run as the guy, so now it's time for someone to break your record," or does he have so much love and respect for Rick where he's like, "Nah,
No, Ric Flair put out in an interview. I don't know. He was on a podcast or somewhere, and he said that he'd be happy with John Cena breaking the record.
Oh, okay. Then boom, got his blessing.
And also, Ric Flair's were not in WWE, and we've said it before multiple times. WWE is the big leagues, bro. It may have not been back in the day, but it is now. So, and John Cena's have all been in WWE. That means more to wrestling than I think than Ric Flair's would mean, in my opinion. I mean, now you could argue though that without Ric Flair doing that back in the day, wrestling may have not made it this far. You could say that because Ric Flair, that was back when there was so many promotions, wrestling promotions. Ric Flair was traveling to the world, bringing eyes, to wrestling. You could argue that is very impactful. But for me, John Cena, dude, John Cena. He's bigger than Ric Flair ever was, in my opinion. So why not give it to John Cena? He needs a world title run, and he needs the Intercontinental title to be Grand Slam. Solidify that he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
To me, he already is the GOAT, but solidify it 100%.
Yeah.
Does he do that? I don't know.
I'm just trying to think about, like, gosh, damn, bro. That'd be so wild if he actually does it.
So the way, so
I just with Cena, though, and how he's playing this whole farewell tour, he's not going to get that belt.
You don't think he will?
I think right now in his age and career and state of mind, he's just like, why do I need it?
I think if he doesn't get it, it's because, like you said, it's his decision.
It's his decision.
I think I could totally see him saying, this person needs it more than I do.
Yeah,
or like
he's humble like that.
Or like let me go against this guy like a Gunther and put him over. And like, and the crowd would be behind me 100%. And if Gunther wins, like what a heel
Congrats,
type move.
It'll just give more heat. Yeah.
Like but I could totally see John Cena doing that. But I hope that he's just selfish for a little bit and just lets it happen. It doesn't have to be a long run, dude. I don't need a year-long run. Give me just like a 1-month run. I'm fine. I don't care. But yeah, he's got to do it, bro.
Hell, bro. Let him win on a Saturday, celebrate on that Friday or Monday, and lose the next week. I don't care.
I honestly pull a Rey Mysterio and have him win, and then the same night lose. Bro, I'm fine with it. I just want to see him break the record.
Yeah.
I think when he comes back, he's gonna be on Raw for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix.
Yeah. Just let him go off.
Yeah.
Let him have fun.
And I'm not saying that because he's gonna do like any like crazy ass shit, but I just think Netflix is gonna want a John Cena.
They're definitely going to want John Cena to head start.
So that my
this
question
division.
is,
or not this new era.
My question to you is this, and then we'll get into the Deadpool stuff. I've been seeing on social media a lot, everyone talking about how shitty SmackDown is. I can tell SmackDown is shitty also because me and you haven't really been watching past few Fridays. Like it's not a I need to watch SmackDown. It's I could follow up on Twitter SmackDown.
Yeah.
Whereas before, like a year or two ago, it was I need to watch SmackDown. A lot of people are saying Raw is so good now compared to SmackDown. What do you think is the reason behind that? Roman not being there?
Roman not being there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so even though he wasn't there every damn SmackDown, we know that.
You still felt his presence, though.
But you still felt his presence, especially with Paul Heyman and them being there.
The
and then the Bloodline, the Usos and everything. And you never knew when he was going to show up. When his music hit, it was just like, oh, shit. But then at the same time, WWE posts on socials. Roman makes his return tonight. Roman makes his return. And it was just must-see SmackDown. Right now, Cody's there every night. Good on him. He's supposed to be. Hell, he's champion.
Yeah.
But it doesn't hit anymore.
I think it's because SmackDown doesn't have any good heels. And I think they don't know what I've said it. We've talked about before the plan for Cody Rhodes and The Rock. They're eventually going to run it. I just keep feeling like they're just kind of biding time for Cody Rhodes. Like I don't know if it's because they can't find a good villain to give him, or they're just trying to wait till The Rock's available to run him and The Rock. Like I feel like that's going to be Cody's big villain is The Rock. I want it to be Randy Orton, but I don't know. Like, I assume we'll get that
still
eventually.
have time for that.
Yeah, and I think we'll get that by hopefully at WrestleMania. But I just think right now SmackDown doesn't have any really good heels, and Roman Reigns was the epitome of a good heel when he was wrestling, and he hasn't been wrestling. And it's just I just feel kind of bad for Cody because Cody. So when Roman was on SmackDown and Cody was on Raw, SmackDown was clearly the better show.
Yeah,
and now Cody is on SmackDown. And now SmackDown is not the better show. Raw is the better show.
Yeah.
But Raw has gotten a lot edgier, too.
It definitely has.
And so I think
and we saw it from this last one,
that's
too.
helped. That's helped, in my opinion. That's definitely helped.
We saw from this last Raw.
Yeah.
That's definitely got a lot edgier.
Yeah. Dom, bro, went off on Liv.
I'm in the middle about that.
What do you mean? Oh, like you agree, but you don't agree at the same time.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
Okay, so you, yeah, good job, bro. You know, mommy came back. She straightened your little ass out, and now you back with mommy. Okay, cool. You made her happy. Good. You made mommy happy. You back in the position you were in. But, bro, why the hell you got to go and make Liv cry? This woman, for real,
I think it's all
treating
show,
you like
bro.
a king,
I think he's.
boy.
I think he's capping. I think he's capping. I've said it before. I think Dom. I mean, I know we're gonna do predictions, but I think Dom. He's capping. I think he's capping. I think the whole Judgment Day is capping, and I think Liv Morgan eventually is still gonna run the Judgment Day, in my opinion. But we'll see. I just think Raw right now is at a better place because one, the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan has rejuvenated the Judgment Day.
Yes.
You can make an argument for that.
Yes.
Damian Priest is doing a great job, but I wouldn't say he's rejuvenating the Judgment Day. He doesn't even really claim the Judgment Day anymore. He just wants to do everything by himself.
So do you agree with him that he is now bigger than the Judgment Day?
I think that
Or what he was saying that the Judgment Day needs him, he doesn't need them.
yeah. I think that. So from K-Fab storyline inside of wrestling, I would say yes. But I think the second Damian is kicked out of Judgment Day, I'm gonna find it. I hope that I'm wrong, but I'm gonna find it hard to believe that he will find big singles run success.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll be able? He's solidified that he can be on his own and
No.
still stay main event
No.
without the judge? I don't think so either.
No.
I don't think so either. I think the reason that he's doing so well is because he has a Judgment Day right now.
Yeah.
So
at the end of the day,
I'm worried
out of
that
all of them that can go away, it's still Rhea and Finn, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
That
I
could-
think
that
Dom
could step away.
as big a heel as Dom is too. I think he needs Judgment Day as well.
He's still not ready.
Yeah, I agree.
And we've both said him departing from Rey Mysterio was one of the best things that's ever happened to his career. Him being basically, taken under the wing of Rhea. Great idea for him. And then being a part of Judgment Day, fan-fucking-tastic idea. Still not ready to take that leap by himself yet.
Regardless, Liv Morgan though, I feel she's rejuvenated the Judgment Day. For a while, remember, they weren't really relevant. They were kind of just stagnant a little.
Yeah.
Now they're relevant again. They're the main event spot. It feels like a Raw every single week. I love the Judgment Day. I just feel like Raw has accepted this whole like edgy concept because they're moving to Netflix, and thank goodness USA is letting them do all this stuff because they could easily be like, no, right? Whereas Fox, we see Fox, they fucking cut every single bad word that is said, dude. Bro. I can't stand it.
That's another reason why I don't want to watch anymore.
Yeah, bro. During entrances, the screen will go black, and it's because like fans are cussing or whatever they're doing. Like, I just think, bro, this is insane. It's ridiculous. I just feel bad because Cody got this title, and he got put on SmackDown, and now SmackDown it's kind of unwatchable, really. Like. And
I wouldn't say unwatchable,
bro. I like the past 3 or 4 Fridays, maybe even more. Okay, well, I'll say it this way: I have not cared about a single match that Cody Rhodes has had, a single feud that Cody Rhodes has had, really, since he got on SmackDown, and I have missed like majority of the SmackDown since Cody Rhodes has got there.
Good
like
point.
I follow up on Twitter.
Yeah,
like I haven't cared about AJ Styles. I haven't cared about Logan Paul. I haven't cared. Who else has he fought? Seems like that's pretty much it. I think.
Shinsuke was Raw. Never mind. I was about to say Shinsuke, but no.
Has it really just been AJ and Logan?
Yeah. Yeah, and now he has bullshit with the bloodline. So yeah,
that's crazy. Anyways, I feel like for Cody Rhodes, the issue is he just doesn't have a big villain to
counter
how big a star he is.
And you've mentioned this before, as far as they're just biding their time. They're waiting for The Rock to become available, and that's just it. So everything that's happening right now. Well, maybe they knew that we're going to take a little hit, but it's okay. We'll be back.
Yeah. He just doesn't. There's not enough villains, I think, on SmackDown. Like, obviously, you have the Bloodline, but there's not a worthy enough villain, a worthy enough heel to challenge Cody. And for me, it's got to be Randy Orton. And you know who also I think they need to turn heel? Kevin Owens.
Yeah, they just need to go ahead and pull that trigger.
I'd be okay with running Kevin and Cody, but Kevin's got to be the heel. For sure. I'd be okay with that, but, like, there's just not enough good. Everyone's a face. It feels like the big names on SmackDown are good guys, and I feel like it's hurting Cody Rhodes' title run because it's making it feel stagnant, dude.
Yeah,
like Damian Priest, I feel like is having more quality opponents than Cody is.
Yeah, yeah, we're about to see it this next weekend.
Yeah, him and Gunther. But I mean, anything else in wrestling?
No, just I really hope we're right and WWE gives us the Roman return.
Yeah,
But I'm
I
not gonna
think
lie,
so.
bro. There's a part of me that can kind of see them being like, "We're gonna make you wait a little longer."
No, stop,
bro.
no.
WWE makes us wait for
No,
shit,
dude,
bro.
I don't think so. I think Roman Reigns is coming back. For
Oh,
sure.
trust me. If I had to bet money, I'd bet he shows up. But if they make us wait, I'm
What if it's not Roman and it's just Jimmy?
I'd be fucking pissed, bro. I'd be fucking pissed.
That would suck. I'm not gonna lie. And I love Jimmy.
Yeah, bro,
I love
Jimmy
Jimmy.
too, but I'll be like, bro.
I love Jimmy. But what if Jimmy's the one that helps Cody win and we don't get Roman?
We're going to get the big mama we want, bro. We're going to get Jimmy's return. He's going to get jumped. Then we're going to get Paul. He's going to start getting jumped. And then, just like how you said it, we're going to get Roman.
Dude, I can't.
And then just the build up.
And then we saw before we switch topics, Jay and Sammy tag teamed. People think they're gonna start running them as a tag team, getting them ready to transition over.
Good
for the Bloodline story. I don't know. We'll see, dude.
They
Can't
did the
wait, bro.
Bloodline handshake and shit.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm getting nervous about Survivor Series. I don't know if it's attainable or not for us to go.
Know, bro.
Anyways, want to move on to spoilers?
I'm itching. Yeah, I'm itching to talk.
So like we said, now we're gonna do our spoiler review for Deadpool and Wolverine.
So if you've already watched the movie, go ahead and listen. Feel free to listen. If you made it this far, thank you.
Yes.
But if you have not watched the movie, don't listen to this next part if you don't want to be spoiled, or if you don't give a shit about spoilers and you just want to hear us talk, go for it. Be there. But we're going to talk as if you sat right next to us.
Fair warned, we are giving full spoilers. So like Vincent said, if you don't want to hear it, please skip this part. This is the final part of the episode, so
just turn it off or come back. I mean, it doesn't matter.
But yeah, so okay. We saw Deadpool and Wolverine last night. I gave it a 9. Vincent gave it a 10. Dude, it was insane, bro. It was insane. I find it hard. I think the people that can sit there and still like judge it really, like I know that there are some superhero people that watch it and are still kind of judging it hard. But I've seen some people say it's just a little raw. It's just a little funny, like rinky-dink little jokes here and there. I think they're not really big superhero fans. I think it's literally like people have said, it's a love letter to superhero fans.
It's a love letter to superhero fans. It's a love letter to
the
Fox
universe.
And we saw that.
Yep,
we saw it. And I'll
even
go
the
ahead.
end, dude. We got the little emotional like video of all the Fox movies.
I hope you have the time. I'll get teary-eyed, bro. But I have to say this, bro. I've been itching to say this. Ryan Reynolds brought in Channing Tatum as Gambit. Oh my gosh, that was the part where I literally wanted to jump out of my seat.
Was that the best?
Yes. Yes. In my opinion, okay, there's 3. There's 3 where I lost my shit.
Yeah.
There's 3. The Gambit, the you already said the Chris Evans, Johnny Storm, and the fucking Henry Cavill as Wolverine were the 3
that was
greatest
crazy
things.
that they pulled that off. I wanted Ben Affleck as Daredevil though,
and they fucking made that little joke. Daredevil, he died. And then he goes, and Jennifer Garner Jennifer Garner came back as Elektra,
and
which
like,
we knew was going to happen because that was something that came out a long time ago. It was never in the trailer or anything, but it was confirmed a long time ago that she was coming back technically. But whenever Deadpool, I'm sorry, she goes, it's okay. Just a little shade at Ben Affleck, Jennifer Garner,
I'm trying to think of the best. What was the best cameo for me?
Those are my 3. But I think Channing Tatum was my thing right there.
Obviously, yeah, those are 3 that I think about as well. But what was my top one? I think Chris Evans, just because the way they did it, I fully thought, bro, this fucking Captain America is in the void because he's fighting. And then the way they did it, even Deadpool in the movie goes, "Wait, what?" When he said he was Johnny Storm,
he's going to say it. Assemble,
or
flame on,
flame on.
What? Oh my god!
So we got Chris Evans as Johnny Storm, which was crazy to see. It was done well in my opinion too.
They really make you think it's Captain America,
yes,
because the cloak they give him and everything,
and then there's like
see
the red
and blue, and you see the red and blue. So I thought, and then just the way Deadpool was talking to him, you beautiful man, you this, and I'm thinking, holy shit, they got Captain. Wait, no, why would Captain be in here? And then it clicked. As soon as he jumped in, I was just like, no way they're about to do it. And then he took it off, and I'm like, oh my God, look at the hair. I was like, his hair's so wild. Bro, that's only one thing. That's only one thing.
Yeah, that was done well. Bro, I don't know how they pulled off Henry Cavill as Wolverine. That was insane. I would love to see Henry Cavill as Wolverine, bro. Just a motherfucking tank of a Wolverine. I don't know if comic accurate fans would like it, but at this point, I mean, Hugh Jackman wasn't really comic accurate either.
No, he wasn't, bro.
And I love the little fucking comic accurate Hugh Jackman that we got
Yeah,
when
bro.
he was at the boy.
Yeah. We get the variants of Wolverine, bro. And guess what? Fans wanted a comic accurate small ass Wolverine. You got him, motherfucker. And look how tiny he was.
Bro, I would hate that. I would hate if Wolverine was that small, bro. I would hate it. And I love how Deadpool he mentions it in there, like, "Come here, little cute comic accurate Wolverine." Yeah, and then there were some other variants that we saw. I guess they're like comic ones.
So you had Henry Cavill as Wolverine. You had the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine, which I was sitting next to him going, oh my gosh. You had the yellow and brown suit Wolverine
with the Hulk.
Oh,
I just wish we would have saw the Hulk's face.
Gosh, wish we saw the face, and I wish we saw at least just one scrap, one punch thrown, something like that, bro. It was fantastic. You saw Patch. Everyone thought it was going to be Daniel Radcliffe or Henry Cavill. The trailers forever ago, everyone was saying it's probably one of them. It was Hugh Jackman as Patch. And then, yeah, the Henry Cavill cameo, you know, you just saw the back of him, and he goes, you know, from the back, you kind of look like, oh my gosh, Calverine. Bro, and I love the joke he was saying. He was like, just come on over. We treat you so much better than the guys down the road and everything like that. And then, bro, when he did the claws come out like the Mission Impossible motion and everything like that, he hit the hell out of Deadpool, and I thought, fucking
So
beautiful.
I knew that. I thought it was Ben Affleck, though. I knew that somebody from DC was in it because one of the reviews that I saw, and it was spoiler-free review, said that
Angel.
I don't remember. Yes, it may have been him. He
It
said
was
that
Angel.
Marvel and DC fans
It
are
was
going to be
fucking
excited.
Angel.
And I saw that, and I thought, okay, bro, that's kind of a spoiler. But I was like, okay, whatever. Because I did think Ben Affleck was going to be in it, so
Yeah.
I didn't think much of it. But no, I was so surprised when we saw Henry when he turned, because remember it's like that slow.
Yes.
You don't see his face, and then he turns, and I thought, holy shit, that's Henry Cavill.
And then he had the cigar and
Yeah.
everything like that. Didn't he call him Bub?
I don't remember.
I
I,
can't
think he
remember.
did say Bub, yeah. Those cameos were great, and then yeah, even in The Void, dude, we got some good cameos, like you said, Jennifer Garner. Bro, we got fucking what's his face's Blade.
We got Wesley Snipes' Blade. So, okay.
Which they had beef, right? What do they have beef
So
about?
apparently they said they had beef when it came to the being on set for the Blade movie or whatever, and that everyone
Oh, Ryan Reynolds was in that in
Yeah.
the Blade movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
they had beef in the Blade movies and everything like that. So even at Comic-Con they showed the movie there. Ryan Reynolds brought out all the cameos. He brought out Jennifer Garner, Wesley Snipes, Channing Tatum, Daphne Keane, and Chris Evans. He brought them all out on stage or whatever. And he made sure to say, and my friend, Wesley Snipes. And he walked up to him and gave him a big hug and everything like that. And the crowd lost their shit. But, bro, those cameos were fantastic.
Their introduction too with the music, the way they did it. When Wesley Snipes walked out, I thought, oh shit! And then even Channing Tatum, I thought
Channing
oh,
Tatum
shit.
with just the freaking playing card came out. I tensed up so bad, and I was oh shit. And then he came out in full comic accurate Gambit suit.
Yeah.
I lost my shit. And Emily, my wife Emily, was sitting next to me. She goes, "It's my boy. It's my boy." And then maybe 3 minutes later, she goes, "Is that Channing Tatum?" And I was thinking, I thought you were saying that's your boy because that's
yeah, she
Channing
was
Tatum.
talking about Gambit.
But no, she loves Gambit too. So yes, bro. And I told her, I was like, babe, like when we were leaving the theater, I was like, I fucking love Gambit. I mean, as a kid, I loved him. So as also it's like when we had his interpretation in X-Men Origins Wolverine, yeah, that was Gambit, but it wasn't fucking Gambit, bro. Like in my head, like no, bro, that was not fucking.
Yeah.
This one, the fight scene
was so badass. It wasn't really
Amazing.
doing it for me because the accent. I told you when we walked out, I didn't really like Channing Tatum's accent. And I'm not saying I could do a better accent, and I'm sure it was still good. But just based off X-Men '97, the way that Gambit is, whoever plays that does a phenomenal accent. It's perfect to me. And so going from that to Channing Tatum's accent, I just felt like it was kind of whatever. But then when I saw the action scene, totally made up for it, in my opinion. I thought, oh, holy shit, bro, you are so badass.
Bro, what did Deadpool say? He just kept talking. He goes, hold on. Who's your coach? The Minions? The dialect coach? Are they there?
He
Minions?
said, who's your dialect coach?
Yeah, bro. I loved it so much. But it was that French Cajun accent.
Yeah.
But then after a while, I could understand him a lot better. But, bro, even the small little jokes Channing Tatum made as Gambit saying, you know, when they were talking about Jennifer Gardner and Wesley Snipes were like, you know, we've been forgotten about. You know, no one liked us. And then Channing Tatum, no one ever got to see us. And everything like that. Because, yes, he was cast as Gambit years ago.
For a long time. I told Teresa
For a long
that.
time.
Since we were in school, bro.
Yeah, he was cast as Gambit. And he was ready, bro. Channing Tatum loves the character Gambit. He even had his hair as the Gambit, the Gambit hairstyle and everything like that. He was training. They were going to shoot. And then they canceled the film. Why? I honestly don't remember why, or I don't know why. Like, I don't know. But he was finally given his flowers in this one. And oh my gosh, did he kill it? I loved it. They did a great job. So
the
much.
Action especially too. All three, dude. Jennifer Garner, Wesley Snipes, Channing Tatum killed it.
Daphne Keane as X-23.
We didn't really see much of her though. I wish we would have saw more action. We did see her take down what's his face? Juggernaut, which that was cool. But I did wish we saw more of her. I thought she'd play a bigger role. But it's fine. I thought so I did have some issues with some parts of the movie, like as far as pacing. It was like, especially when they introduced those 3 cameos that we talked about, I feel like that whole scene went on longer than it should have.
Really?
Like when they were sitting in there talking, and like there were some parts of silence, and there were some parts of, they're kind of just saying the same thing over and over again, and then Wolverine's just drinking the whiskey, and it's just like
he just keeps laughing in the background.
Yeah, like that whole thing kind of took a while for me. So there were some parts, just to not be totally biased towards it, but at the same time, like, I can look completely past those parts because everything else about the movie was so good. There were some, like, especially the end when they're in the little city in New York. That whole set looks like I could just tip over.
It's a movie set.
It just looks like I could just tip over the building and it would just all fall apart.
Yes.
So I did kind of have a problem with that, but I get it. Like, I also feel like that type of stuff works in a Deadpool movie because it's like making fun of itself.
Yeah.
But seeing all the Deadpools together, I wish we saw fucking Blake Lively, like, at least in the suit. Like, I know that probably wasn't her in the suit.
It was.
It says it was. People said she voiced her.
No, yeah, even in the credits when it rolled, it said Lady
Blake
Deadpool,
Lively.
Blake Lively, yeah.
But, like, there could have been somebody else in the suit. So I was going to say something I'm not going to say. So
say it.
So, anyways, I wish we would have saw that. I know, what's his face voiced... Oh shit, dude! Why am I going fucking blank? Matthew McConaughey voiced the cowboy one.
I didn't see it. Did he? Did he voice it?
Did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay.
And it was him, bro. When he talked, I knew it was him. So that was cool. I just wish we would have saw their faces. Like, I get it, but I just wish we would have saw them. They probably would have had to pay a lot more if we did.
Side note: so I have the Headpool popcorn bucket. They been promoting Headpool when it comes to a lot of the promo images and everything, the toys, the different things. Bro, he was barely even in it. I thought he was gonna be like, bro, because they've been promoting Dogpool.
But a lot of the Deadpool variants were barely in it.
No, Dogpool and Nice Pool.
Yes.
Oh, Nice Pool variant, bro.
Was funny as fuck. Yeah.
So just Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool,
but he had a Canadian accent.
With the Canadian accent, the long hair, no burnt face, just Ryan Reynolds.
It doesn't regenerate.
Bro. That whole scene.
That
was fantastic, bro.
It was funny. I just wish we would have saw more of the variants' faces. I thought they were gonna play a bigger role, but it's fine. The action that we got in the movie, dude, I thought was really good. Which the action in all the Deadpool movies have been solid, but this one I felt like was really good, especially the fights that we got with Wolverine and Deadpool. Both those fights, we got 2 fights.
We got
both
2
of them
fights.
were great, especially the one in the car.
The one in the car, I think, was my favorite.
Me too.
It was. Okay, I was watching it, and yes, just the scene in the car was fantastic. But I was thinking, imagine seeing that on paper. Deadpool and Wolverine fight in a small car. How the hell are you going to do that? Oh, they show you how to do it. They did it very well. And neither one of them let up. And and bro, I love the way they make it seem, bro. The fight goes on all night and leading into the morning, bro. And bro,
and what's funny, I told Teresa, after the fight, they drive the car off, and I'm like, damn, the car still fucking runs? And Teresa goes, Honda. I was like, yeah, that's true.
That's a great one.
Honda's good, but...
Bro, I love the move when Deadpool is outside the windshield or whatever, and he's like talking shit to Wolverine, and Wolverine's outside the car. Bro, he hits the grill, makes the airbags go off. I thought, genius idea, bro. That is a genious idea.
Both fights between the two were done very well, in my opinion. Dude, the action throughout the movie too. You said it in the spoiler-free one. The intro, the Deadpool taking out the TVA, great. Everything was great about it. And then even the action when they're at the final battle at Cassandra Nova's place, great. Like, we saw all. They showed each character. Blade, Jennifer Gardner, Channing Tatum was They showed them all have like their little moment.
Their big moments,
some badass fight scenes. I thought the action in the movie was great, bro. I saw some people complaining about it. I thought everything was great about it.
So just basically the way the movie starts, that opening scene, they played the whole damn song to Bye 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 by NSYNC, and Deadpool, oh my gosh, Deadpool going and digging up the grave of Logan, Wolverine, the Logan grave, and the adamantium skeleton, and use the adamantium skeleton to kill everyone in the TVA, all the TVA soldiers. One of the greatest things ever, bro. It was absolutely fantastic. The whole the premise of it, basically, you see it in the trailers that Deadpool's world is dying, and the thing that was keeping that world from dying was Logan. So Deadpool and Logan were in the same universe. Shocker, whatever. So they were in the same universe. Once Logan died, that, what they call him, the anchor of the universe,
the anchor of the universe,
disappeared. So that means your world is going to disappear. And that brought, Deadpool to realizing, all right, well, I need to replace that Wolverine. And that's when we get the scenes with all the different variants, because he's traveling, trying to find another Wolverine to bring into his world and basically say, boom, we got it. We have a Wolverine. He stumbles upon this Wolverine, and come to find out, he is the worst Wolverine out of all of them. He let everyone in the X-Men die. And that was a pretty sad moment when we find out more towards the end, or later in the film, about how it happens. But yeah, it's a very troubled, sad, depressed Wolverine that's still obviously a savage. But I mean, just from there to start it off, and then we just go on with the rest of the movie and just how he redeems himself in the end. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought overall it was good. I will say it did kind of feel like, okay, so in Loki, the TVA is so strict about changing any fucking timeline. You can't bring this person from this universe. Like you can't do anything of that. That kind of gets thrown away in this one, where like they're just okay with Wolverine staying there now. Like they're okay with bringing people from the void, doing all this shit time related. Like they kind of just like forget about it all. Mm-hmm. So I can see where some people get mad about that, but then I also think, okay, bro, it's a Deadpool movie. Like I don't know. I feel like since it's a Deadpool movie, it's okay to make fun of like all that type of shit. I don't know. I get that there's probably some deeper meaning, but I think at the same time, I can look past it. Like it's fine. And I will say, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something. I had it in my head, dude. It was right there. I don't remember. Oh, well. I was gonna say one of my negatives though is I thought we were gonna have more answers to where we're going with this whole MCU, and we got zero. We have zero answers. They're still in the Fox universe. Yeah, technically. So, I guess they'll just keep it separate, and then if they ever need to bring them in, they can bring them in. I'm not 100% sure what the plan is, but they're still technically in the Fox universe.
Yeah, because you see Deadpool show up, and the first cameo of the whole film, Happy Hogan. Yeah, he has an interview, bro. Happy Hogan is hosting.
So with the Avengers of that universe.
No, that was 616.
I don't think so.
That said 616, Earth 616.
So he's already in our universe?
So when he did the meeting with Happy Hogan, he was in Earth 616 and all that stuff. And then he went to Earth 1000, whatever it was. And
so he went to the MCU's, he time traveled
to the MCU's timeline. And whenever you remember, so that's by the end of the movie, whenever Logan or Wolverine and Deadpool come back and they're running towards that subway, and then Paradox is like, "You're too late. She's already down there." This. That said Earth 616 again. So they went back. So the Paradox or whatever timeline thing or whatever, I think that was Earth 616. So that's why.
So that's the Earth that our Avengers are in.
Yeah,
that makes no sense. Why Ryan Reynolds is there though?
I don't know. And then whenever he sent him home or whatever,
I need to watch it again. I don't know. I don't think that's true.
I'll find out more answers tomorrow.
I don't think that's true because I was thinking, because they made no inclination of Tony Stark being dead in it, and he was acting because he said he wanted to talk to the boss, and he didn't say that the boss isn't there. He didn't say the boss is dead.
That's true.
So I just looked at it as he's talking about the Avengers of his universe. So
true too.
I just looked at it as that, and so now I think he's still in the Fox universe, and our MCU is still over here, and that's why they were. And since they're gonna kill his universe, remember, because the guy, I forget the guy's name, is it Paradox? Yes, he's talking to Paradox, and he's saying he can join the sacred timeline, which is ours, which is the MCU, and he doesn't follow up with that because he doesn't want to kill his universe.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's in the same universe as our Avengers.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that wouldn't make any sense. So the interview that he had was with Happy Hogan of his universe, is my understanding.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I'd have to see it again. But yeah, that doesn't make sense because if he's in our MCU, then which one? So he's joining a different MCU then?
I guess so. Yeah. He's different. Joining a different universe.
So yeah, so I understood it as Paradox was saying your universe is finna die, but I will give you the opportunity to join this one, which is ours, the MCU. So I was under the assumption that he was gonna get his family and his friends somehow into this one, which is ours. But no, he didn't. He stayed in his.
Yeah.
So we still have
he saved it, but he
saved it, but he stayed in his. So now we still have no idea how the X-Men are gonna be involved. Like I thought this was gonna lead into what's gonna happen. Like we still have no idea.
Yeah, Kevin Feige says that after this movie this shoehorns like, or like full steam to the mutant era.
I don't see how.
I don't know.
I don't see how, unless like Wolverine starts having babies and starts having mutants and shit. I don't know, but like it gave me no answers as to that, and I thought it was. So I will say that is a negative as well.
Is this the last time we see Hugh Jackman? Because you do hear, that
little
scene
made
where
jokes about him playing till he's 90.
Playing till he's 90, but then whenever he, like that moment they had between each other when they were eating shawarma, we said that the Avengers discovered shawarma.
Yeah.
But he said, we should do this again sometime, and no.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm thinking to myself, that was legit him saying, "This is it."
No, I say at the very least,
Secret
we
Wars.
see him in Secret Wars. If he doesn't show up in any other movie, I think at the very least he will be in Secret Wars.
God, bro, if he does Secret Wars, he'll be probably pushing 60. 58, 59 by that point. He's 55 right now.
I mean,
we don't even have an Avengers 5. So we're talking Avengers 6.
Yeah, that's true.
So he'll probably be 60.
So, okay, so if he is 60, I think he could get away with just a small little pull out the things.
Yeah.
Give us one good action sequence, and that's it.
You can, one of the variants, Old Man Logan. Legit Old Man Logan. And guess what? Secret Wars, Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
He could just put the trench coat on and everything like that. The claws. He lived his life, whatever. You can call it a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't have to get as ripped as he got.
He will be pushing 60. It'll be hard. It's hard. I'm sure it's harder now just to get in that shape. I imagine at 60, Jesus.
Yeah.
He'd have to keep it. He'd have to just keep it. He'd have to just never lose it up until that point.
He cannot do anything about it. I watched an interview and he was talking about how they were filming. And obviously he was doing all his work, staying fucking shredded for this film. And then the writer's strike happened, and that was for 4 months or whatever, so they had to stop. And he could not stop staying in shape.
Oh, I bet.
They said because they were trying to push that scene with the shirt off. Fucking A, bro.
He's in shape, bro.
Hell of a body on this, bro.
He's fucking in shape.
He was in shape like hell, but that scene he wanted to push off until the very end or whatever, just so he can, right afterwards, bro, just go back to eating whatever the hell he wants. They didn't film that scene yet, so he had to stay on it for that whole time. And obviously they're not filming, so it's just.
I feel like at his age, if he is going to be Wolverine, he's just got to keep it. He's just got to keep the shape that he's in, which is a ridiculous task to give to anyone. Because bro, he's probably like 4% body fat, like that. That it's a ridiculous take to give to anyone. I hope we see him. I'd be okay though moving fully on. I've said it before. I am 100% fine. This was a perfect send off to the Fox universe, a perfect goodbye, thank you to the Fox universe. I'm 100% fine if we get a fresh take on the whole X-Men, including Wolverine. I don't need to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine again.
Yeah,
now, would I love to see him? Yes, but I don't want him to be our Wolverine.
I like playing into that thing I just said. If we just get him as legit the Old Man Logan. I mean, yes, we technically got Old Man Logan in the movie Logan, but seeing this comic version of Old Man Logan as one of the variants, that was pretty badass. You can give us something like that and call it a day. And then with the new Wolverine to fully be in this costume, this yellow and black costume, I'd be down.
Yeah.
I'd be down.
Do you think we ever get that scene with Deadpool and Thor where he's holding
Bro, did you see Thor? He had like a scar on his face. And
I guess
he had,
technically now we don't really ever have to get it because he's not in their universe, but that was what he was showing if he joined that universe. Yeah. So I guess now technically we don't ever have to get it, but like, what, do you think that'll ever like pay off in some way somehow? I don't think so either. I don't think so either.
It'll just be one of those questions, and then when Deadpool finally shows up one day, he's gonna be like, "Are we gonna see why Thor cries?" But it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I do want to watch it a second time just to answer those questions because that is a good point. Like, I understood it as he was on his Earth. They have their own Avengers. because X-Men even said fuck the or Wolverine said even fuck. So I guess his universe had Avengers as well.
His universe had
Yeah.
Avengers.
So he said fuck the Avengers. So I understood it as he was trying to join his world's Avengers. They rejected him, and they were going to end his timeline, but they were going to give him an opportunity to join our MCU. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I need to see a second time just to confirm.
Yeah. Going back to what you said, as far as answers, nothing.
Yeah, it really, and that's one of my negatives because I thought I was gonna walk out of there with, damn, this is how we get the X-Men. At least the end credit scene, I thought, and it wasn't. It wasn't that.
No, it was going
It's
back
Chris
to the
Evans.
Chris Evans thing about
Yes.
what he talked shit
which
about.
was funny,
it was
and that's
hilarious.
fine. But I thought we were gonna get a lot more answers than we did, and we didn't. But it is what it is.
They
movie
leave
overall
you
though was
teasing
great,
them.
dude. What?
Because you see B-15 from the TVA or whatever, and then
Yes.
when Deadpool says, we also had some help taking her down, some friends that got left
Yeah.
behind. Is there a way to help them out so we could see them again? And then she's like,
well,
maybe.
they brought Daphne Keane.
yeah, Daphne King's from there. Yeah, but,
Yeah. But they got her and they got her out. is what I'm
they
saying.
got
She
her
was at
out.
the
Yeah, yeah.
dinner.
So I'm trying to think,
Do we ever get
do
Gambit?
we ever get Gambit
Yeah.
back? I'm not gonna lie, bro. If I just get Gambit back, I'll be happy.
King Lion says he wants Wesley Snipes to play Blade again.
I saw that video. I saw it last night. Yeah,
Would you
he's-
be? I don't know. I'd be okay with seeing
Mahershala Ali?
doing it.
Oh, bro, that joke he threw in.
Yeah,
Only one blade. There will ever only be
Yeah.
one blade.
I noticed
was
it too.
bro,
I noticed it too.
our theater sucked.
I agree.
I didn't want to be the only one cheering and clapping, so I was just going. If the theater
Not only
had
that-
that vibe, then I obviously would have allowed myself to go for it. But our theater was quiet.
Not only that, I felt like some scenes it was only us and like some other people laughing.
Yeah.
There were some scenes where I feel like there wasn't that many people. Yeah, our theater overall sucked. The guy next to me, he looked kind of like, you know, in the respectful way, he looked like dorky. And so I thought like, damn, yeah, you're gonna be into this movie. Didn't make a single. I don't think I heard him laugh a single time. And I just heard Teresa laughing, me laughing, us laughing, and then a few other laughs here and there. Yeah, and then there was no like, I didn't really hear anybody like some of the cameos. I thought people would for sure start clapping. Didn't hear any. No, yeah, our theater was trash. I agree.
Yeah, that shit was
I thought the
bad.
same thing. I noticed it like probably 30, 40 minutes into the movie.
And I really thought with it being the Friday at 7, bro, that we would
Yeah,
have a
I think
crowd.
it's those Thursday crowds, bro. It's those
That's
Thursday
just it.
ones. Yeah, because we've seen a lot of movies Thursday
Thursdays.
XD. Those Thursday crowds are the ones that are really about that
I
shit.
really wanted to have a good fan experience.
Yeah, you may have one on Sunday.
Maybe it's not sold out.
Oh, it's not. I assume it'll sell out probably.
Hope so.
Overall though, movie lives up to the hype, bro.
100%. Like I said, I'm still on a high, so I still, as of right now, I will still say a 10. I hear, I want to go watch people's reactions. I love doing that to big movies like this. I want to see people's reactions. I want to hear their negative thoughts on it because I'm thinking, okay, maybe they're seeing something I'm not seeing. Why do they think this way? So then when I do see it a second time, I can put it in perspective and think, were they right? Were they wrong? Because there's a lot of times where I hear people's negative things and I think, bro, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Yeah.
That made no sense to me.
Well, I could see where if you're not a big superhero fan, you probably think it's kind of whatever. I could see if you don't understand really the cameos or don't resonate with the cameos, I can understand where you're just like whatever. So I get why I could understand why some people don't like it, and I'm sure with the plot there are some things that we're disregarding and actually don't make sense. But I mean, I went to go see Deadpool and Wolverine, so like I don't really care,
I'm going to bring up where we stand. The Rotten Tomato score as of right now is at 79% with 292 views, and the audience score with 5,000 plus verified reviews, 97%. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's doing great, and I think it's gonna hit a bill. I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah.
I hope
yeah.
so. Either way, though, I think it's a success. It's what the MCU needs right now.
Mhm.
I mean, they need a W, and they even mentioned that in the movie, bro. How the past few ones have not.
Oh, bro, what he say? You kind of joined at a low point.
Yeah.
Bro.
And he said it hasn't really picked up since Endgame.
Yeah.
Or he said something like that.
Something like that.
Um, Yeah, bro. I really enjoyed it. I do want to go see it a second time. I'm just worried that I'm gonna.
I think you're still going to enjoy it.
I think I'm still gonna enjoy it, but I think I'm worried that my score will be lower after watching it a second time. Because I'll come out of there and be like, it really wasn't that funny. It was just a moment. Yeah, I don't know if I'll think that way or what. Because it was funny when I watched it yesterday.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I.
Do you feel that whenever you watch the first and second one?
I was gonna say the first and second ones. I've seen them probably twice each. but they've all been scattered, all separated. I didn't go back and watch them right away after.
Back to back to back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like this is one of those movies that you kind of have to do the same thing, just because Deadpool's jokes, they're funny the first time. I don't know if they hit the second time.
I watched the first Deadpool twice back to back, when it was still in theaters and everything like that. The second one I only watched once in theaters, and then the other 2 times for that I watched at home. The jokes still hit, but I understand as far as they don't hit that big laugh that you get the first time.
What's funny is I avoided spoilers completely.
Yeah.
And I avoided spoilers completely. Yesterday I get on Twitter, spoilers on my whole fucking page. I don't know if it was the same for you, but spoilers on my whole page, bro. Now, granted, I've already seen the movie at this point, so that's fine. But like I saw the Comic-Con, what is it, the where they showed the movie?
Hall H.
I saw that. I hadn't even seen that. I saw where Ryan Reynolds brought out everybody.
Yep.
I saw Channing Tatum on there.
Mhm.
Like I saw people were talking about Channing Tatum. People were talking about fucking
Daphne King?
No, with Daphne King, and people were talking about
Wesley Snipes.
yes. And on my Twitter, like I hadn't seen any of that stuff up until I got home yesterday, and then I saw all that stuff on my Twitter.
Yeah. TikTok already showed the variants of Wolverine. They're comparing them to what they look like in the comics or whatever. Even that one version of Wolverine where he's tied up to the X or whatever.
That too.
That's a cover.
Yes.
Or whatever. King Lion talked about that one too. Or is it King Lion or Ares?
I saw another guy talking about
maybe
it. Maybe
Ares talked about it, but they're saying like that's straight from the comics and everything like that. And I was just like, oh, yeah, now they're all there and that's fine. Shit, good.
Yeah.
Post.
So yeah, I just thought it funny that after I watch it, thankfully, then my whole shit is covered.
I'm telling you, bro. I really thought you would have been spoiled by now.
No,
or before we
honestly,
saw it.
I wasn't really on social media Friday, and then my TikTok surprisingly wasn't like Deadpool related. So where Spider-Man, I was watching Spider-Man videos like throughout the whole time, bro. So that way, as soon as the movie came out, like my shit was full of Spider. It was just unavoidable at that point.
Yeah.
But this one, it really wasn't. So now it is. Like I said, I was on this morning and I saw Deadpool stuff. So, but yeah, dude, it was great.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I mean, I would say I was itching to talk about them cameos.
Yeah, so
the cameos definitely made my hype level go up, but overall, like truly, the Deadpool Wolverine back and forth, the fights between them, and everything like that was so good.
It's just crazy we didn't really get any X-Men.
No, Colossus would be the only other X-Men.
So crazy,
Colossus, Negasonic, Pyro,
like any of the main ones.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I thought for sure.
Yeah,
we would.
I really thought we were going to get
like Halle Berry. Like
I kept on thinking we're going to get the mask in a flashback scene, and whenever Cassandra Nova was like looking through Wolverine's head, I thought, here it is. We're about to get the flashback scene. We're going to see him in the mask. We're going to get that scene of all the X-Men in their suits. I am ecstatic, especially whenever he was talking about, Scott wanted me to wear this suit and this is because, I thought they looked ridiculous in theirs. And then I thought, they have their suits. Oh my gosh, we're going to see it. We didn't see it, man.
We didn't see them at all, dude. It wasn't in the budget, I guess.
I loved when they talked about, he goes, Magneto, tell me how many. She killed him. Oh my! Now you go cheap on the cameos. I was like, oh my!
And then when they killed Chris Evans, he goes, "You know what he was doing to the budget." Yeah, it was great, bro. So I don't know. I'll see it a second time. Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit next week as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. It lived up to the hype, in my opinion. Anything else?
Yeah, just what is life now?
Yeah, I know. Now we look forward to the Joker, which we didn't talk about that, the Joker trailer.
Ah, yeah, we didn't talk about that.
We look forward to the Joker, and then we look forward to Captain America in January, February,
Brave New World, and we saw the trailer for that during the movie. It was good.
Yeah, they cut out the scene where he.
Yes, you noticed that too.
He shoots
I
the president.
literally told Emily that. I said, "Babe, they cut out the scene."
Yeah.
She goes, "What scene?" I go, in the regular trailer, they show Isaiah shoot at Harrison Ford, who is the president. So it's assassination attempt. They cut it.
Yeah.
She goes, "Wow," because of. I said, "Yeah, duh."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was leading up to it.
Yes,
and I thought, oh, they're gonna show, because I saw a trailer where it didn't even show Isaiah get up.
Oh, really?
I saw that. Yeah, so I thought they fully completely cut that scene.
Well, they cut it from the movie.
It was during when me and Teresa went and saw. What did we see? Was it Longlegs?
Yeah, I almost saw Longlegs.
And they didn't even show that whole part.
Really?
Where Isaiah gets up and they didn't even show that.
Wow.
So whenever he got up, I thought, oh, they're gonna show it. They're rated R movie. Fuck it. And no, they didn't even show that. They cut it out. Yeah. So we look forward to the Joker, and we look forward to that one.
Yep.
I think that's it. But all right. Later. Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, we got Comic-Con later, for the rest of this weekend. So by the time this episode comes out, Comic-Con will be done. Y'all will know what we know, and we'll talk about it on socials.
Sweet. All right, later.
Later.